Okay, we've reconvened this meeting of the Allegheny County Board of Legislators for November 12th, 2025. Next on the agenda, approval of minutes.
You received a copy of the board meeting minutes of October 22nd. At this time, we need a motion to approve those minutes.
Legislator Hanchett makes the motion, seconded by Legislator Bissett. Any additions or corrections? If not, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, and those are carried.
You were also provided a copy of the Committee of the Whole meeting minutes of November 5th, and we need a motion to approve those minutes.
Legislator Ricketts Swales makes the motion, seconded by Legislator Fanton. Any additions or corrections? If not, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, and that's carried. At this time, we will suspend the regular meeting and open a public hearing to consider local law intro number 3 of 2025, print number 1. A local law to authorize overriding the property tax levy limit established by General Municipal Law, Section 3-C, for the 2026 Allegheny County budget. Are there any members of the public that wish to address the board at this time? Mr. Snyder, you go first. While you're stepping up, I would ask everybody that's got public comment today, if you could do your best to keep your comments to within 3 minutes, it would assist us in getting through the day. If you could tell us your name and town of residence, we would appreciate that as well. I just want to say in general, on behalf of the board, we're thankful to have so much public interest in this local law. We're thankful that you took time out of your day to provide comment to the board. And Mr. Snyder, you get to set the tone today. So the floor is yours.
Everybody got your seatbelt on? I've been Jerry Snyder, Alfred, New York, retired dairy farmer. Been paying taxes for almost 72 years. This is the poorest county in the state. We have a low population. And I was trying to figure out, you guys are in a pickle. How do you manage the tax structure to accomplish all the services that you're trying to provide with so few people and so little income? And I'm one of those people. And I had an idea. Thanks to a thing called a pilot. Everybody know what a pilot is? That's why we fastened our seatbelts before we took off this morning. So a pilot forgoes the paying of taxes. And I'm losing 125 acres of leased hay ground to a solar developer who does not pay taxes. $150 million. Now, you guys got calculators, and you know the tax rate, $42 or whatever it is per thousand. Push those buttons and look at the money that we're giving to a company from another country. And the only reason, I asked them, the only reason they're here is because we're poor and the land is open and it's low-hanging fruit. Those were their words. Now, they just said we are poor. Obviously, if they're spending $150 million, they're not poor. Why are we giving this away, putting further pressure on my little farm, removing the land that I've cleared and managed for 16 years, that they're going to put solar on and get a free ride in comparison to what we have to pay? If they paid tax on that $150 million, I wouldn't be here today. There's your opportunity. Don't be giving away what we have, value what we have, and charge accordingly. And then the poor people in this county won't have to make up the difference. If you pass this and you're free to raise the taxes, then you'll never find the alternative resource that's out there. The sign says, "In God we trust." Until we're backed into a corner and we don't know what to do, that's where, what's that saying? Necessity is the mother of invention. That's where new ideas come from. When you've tried plan A and you tried plan B, I'm all done. Thank you for listening to me. You want
Thank
to
you,
leave
sir.
this on?
Yes, please. Thank you. Ma'am?
Hi,
Welcome.
I'm Catherine Chambers from Alfred,
How do you do?
your neighbor. All legislators, thank you for the opportunity to speak today at this public hearing. I'm here to ask you to please vote no on raising the tax cap by 2%. Raising taxes only hurts the local landowners who are already leaving Allegheny County in droves due to our high property taxes. Allegheny County has the second highest tax rate in the state, yet we are number 11 in terms of population. Using real estate taxes to fund the county is not sustainable, and it is not a sustainable solution for Allegheny County. I urge you to please vote no on raising the tax cap by 2%. And I have letters of my statement here, and I also have a statement from Emma Time Brown Shakely asking you to vote no as well. She's from Birdsall, New York.
Thank you. Does anyone else care to make comment? Ma'am?
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Lori Hennessy from Wellsville. I also have properties in districts 3, 4, and 5, so I'm well covered here. So
But where do you vote?
I'll never tell. I have already sent all of you an email that's in public record, and I guess I felt there was more to be said, or I had more to be said, because I've read some opinions on the Wellsville Sun, and I'm not sure that the voices are being heard. I reviewed the last Ways and Means Committee, I think it was from November 5th. No, the Committee of the Whole, sorry. I know tourism is a big push in the next budget to increase the water district, and then the DPW is going to be a huge issue for all of us. No one wants to work in unsafe conditions. It's a huge tax bill, or a huge bill nonetheless. But, and we all want tourism. That's good for our community. And we know Quickly's brought in a lot of money according to that meeting. It's been a good thing for us. But it still hasn't lowered our taxes. So what I was thinking, and what can we do to decrease our taxes, to piggyback on some of the other comments made? And you all know it's decrease the taxes to make us a business-friendly environment. And I think that's where we need to move forward. It's not increasing taxes or eliminating a law to keep the cap at 2%. If we need to create a law to eliminate that 2%, then the taxes are going to go up by more than 2%. So I'm wondering if you would reconsider the progress of this law or this vote, and reconsider, please say no, and think about maybe decreasing the taxes in some way. I know it's going to be painful. I've lived through it painful. Retired county employee, which I'm thankful for my years here. It seems we're going in kind of the wrong direction. Decrease taxes, bring in industry, tourism will follow. Even if tourists come and they see how wonderful it is, we just increased our sales tax, so it's going to be expensive to spend money here. If they want to stay here, they're going to see the tax rate. They're not going to want to buy property here unless they're very affluent. So I guess that's pretty much what I want to say is please vote no, and continue the good job you're doing. But we need some relief. Wellsville just was reassessed. My taxes all went up double. And I actually sold 3 properties because of that. It's not sustainable. I thank you for your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Sir?
Hello, my name is Marshall Green from Wellsville, New York. First, I'd like to just say I'm a little disappointed that this is happening in the middle of the week, in the middle of the day, when a vast majority of constituents that you all have are at work and don't have the ability to come and voice their opinion. I would have hoped this would have been more of an evening event to where people can make it and really voice, so you could see the full scope of people's thoughts and emotions about this. My partner and I, over the last 2 years, have invested about $1 million into Wellsville, commercial and real estate properties. I realize that your proposal is more of a nuclear option in the event there's a major downfall in funds coming from out of state, the federal government, upstate. However, at the end of the day, we all have to work within a budget and we all have to make things work. And unfortunately, if it's such a nuclear option to where it impacts your financial budget, that means everyone else is probably at that point getting devastated already as well. And I really feel like the idea of raising those taxes, your average person, the vast majority of the county, I believe, is under the poverty line. They're not the ones getting hit by this. It's me, it's the other business owners, it's the people trying to make opportunities for other small businesses happen. And then me as a property owner, I have to then raise my rates to those storefronts, which means a lot of those are going to be pushed right out. Their rates are already high because of our tax base. And as someone just mentioned, Wells was just reassessed. My taxes went up about 25% across the board for all the buildings. That's a big hit on me. That goes right to my renters and hurts them and impacts them. Moves them out of our county. Now, I would say, I would be for this, and I think a show of goodwill on your end, and I'm not sure if this is legal or an option that's there. If it is, that'd be great. For you to make written into this that in the event you have to use this nuclear option, then you forego your pay as legislators during the time of that option being had. When you get back off of that, back down to the 2%, then your pay comes back. I think that would put a little more burden on you personally to feel the effects that we as business owners, and some of you I know are business owners as well, would feel as well, and show a goodwill faith to us as your constituents, knowing that you're in this with us and that you're going to take it a little more seriously because it's going to impact you directly. That's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Ma'am?
Good afternoon. I'm Karen Ash from Angelica. I just want to say before I give my remarks that I think it's kind of ironic that the next local law on the agenda is one to provide increases in compensation. But anyway, that's not why I'm here, to poke fun. Earlier this year, I attended a committee of the whole meeting at which a handful of citizens asked you, please, to prepare a plan to prevent the harm that was coming to Allegheny County as a result of federal cuts to Medicaid. At that time, Mr. Harris told me, look, we're not going to ask our Republican congressman to do anything about this. We're going to point our fingers at Kathy Hochul, you remember? We're going to point our fingers at Kathy Hochul and say, if she ran her program more efficiently, she could afford to keep benefits to the counties the same, even with a loss of federal funding. So Kathy Hochul's going to have to figure it out. I'm not here to talk about Medicaid, but rather to use that example as an illustration and say to this esteemed body, number one, my research shows that we are one of the poorest counties in the state, that we pay the second highest sales tax in the state, and that we have the highest property taxes in the 8 counties of Western New York. We cannot afford, and therefore urge you to reject the proposition to exceed the tax cap. Instead, we're metaphorically pointing our fingers at you and saying with respect, but emphatically, if you ran your county budget more efficiently, you could afford to live within your means without taxing your constituents to death. Please vote no. Do not adopt this local law to exceed the 2% property tax cap. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Any other members of the public wish to address the board at this time? Ma'am?
My name is Audrey Beller. I'm from Angelica. I agree with a lot of what was said. This meeting is a day after a holiday, when most people can't take a day off after a holiday. It's at 2 p.m. in the middle of a work day. I had to take the day off, which annoys me. I'm looking around the room. Everybody is very nicely dressed. I bet you're making a lot of money. You probably get good paychecks. I'm wearing my sneakers and my sweats. And I'm wondering, everyone's addressed what your budget and you, I want to know how this is affecting me. The electricity rates have tripled. The insurance rates have tripled. How are we supposed to afford more? Someone mentioned that people are flocking out of this county. And if I'm going to pay Manhattan rates, I might as well live closer to Manhattan. I don't know. I don't have any answers of how you can make more money. I suggest you cut the fat. But what am I getting for my tax dollar? There's no streetlights. It's a joke. Once you drive out of Angelica, no lights on highways. That's the creation of jobs. If you put up lights, people got to pay for that, and they have to have workers to do that. So you could create jobs. There's no jobs in the county. Why didn't Amazon come here a few years ago when they were coming up with a new facility? Although they're going to fire everybody now, because that's the way it goes. I want to know what I'm getting for my tax dollar. There's no police force. It's all state troopers. What are you doing for us? No lights, no jobs, everyone's on a well system. There's no sewers. What are you doing with all the money? Where is it going? I don't understand it. If you could explain that to me, I'd be delighted. I'm asking everyone to vote no. If I got to buckle under and pay triple the prices, and what are you doing about NYSOG? Some gentleman mentioned a foreign company. NYSOG's owned by Avangrid. How did they get the right to triple all our prices? I just don't understand it. It's not fair, it's not right, and I'm asking you to look at yourself morally. Never mind fiscally, morally. What are you doing to your constituents and your fellow citizens? It's pretty much outrageous as the world is turning these days. And I'm asking you to vote no on this. It's not fair. Find another source or cut back. Thank you.
Thank you. Does anyone else care to make comment today on this local law? Sir?
Name's Phil Brown. I'm from Amity, New York,
Hello?
the village of Belmont. I graduated from Belmont Central High School in 1973. Well, you can sit there and say, well, that doesn't mean a thing. Well, it did to me, because after leaving this area for 40 years, my whole goal in my life was to make enough money to someday retire and come back to the county in the town in which I was raised. And I'm here today to tell you I did that. The reason I did that is because I'm operating a farm that has been in our family since the early 1800s. And my fear is that I'm going to be the last one of my ancestors who will ever own this farm. The taxes that I am paying to maintain what my ancestors had for all those years is soon going to outweigh what I can afford to pay. And I know my son doesn't make anywhere near the money I used to. And he will not be able to maintain that farm that has been in our family that long. And that is a pitiful epitaph for you folks in Allegheny County. I've lived in a lot of different counties across our country. And yes, I've paid a lot higher taxes in some of those counties because they were just outside of New York City, just outside of Detroit, Michigan, and so on. But to say I want permission from you, the taxpayers, to go above and beyond the set rate of 2%, in my opinion, is ridiculous. If you can't work within the 2% that the state allows and the government allows you to do your budget, then you must be overspending. And I don't care if the government cuts back on this and know that. Maybe you need to cut back on some of the programs you got. Or maybe you need to start selling back some of the land that you bought, been sitting on for decades, and have done absolutely nothing with it. Because we own a lot of land as a county that the only benefit that I see coming back into this county in 2015 is that the people from Rochester and Buffalo can come down and hunt on all that county and state land and not pay one single dime in taxes for that benefit. take your county property, segment it into 50-acre lots, sell the cotton picking things so we can start getting some tax dollars from land that sits there. When was the last time the county spent any money on your county land to do fire lane, to do woods maintenance repair, and so on? If at all, it's been a lot of decades. I can remember my dad telling me he worked for the Soil Conservation in 61, 62, 63, and part of their winter work was going out into the county lots and making sure the fire lanes were there so we could put out a fire if we ever got hit with one. And my dad is 93 today, turned 93 in March. And I asked him, I said, Dad, I've got a serious question for you. How did our ancestors hold on to this farm for as long as they did? And he looked at me and said, well, boy, you've got to understand, property taxes didn't go haywire until 1962. And his words of wisdom were, they haven't gone down 1 penny since 1962. All they've done has gone up. And he said, son, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you're probably going to be the last one of our ancestors to ever own this brown property. And that's wrong. I appreciate the opportunity to stand before you, and I hate having to do it. But you people need to understand you are overspending already what we as taxpayers can afford to give. We can't give anymore for it to be handed away for someone who didn't deserve it to begin with. And I'm not a person that doesn't mind helping people. But when my brother-in-law who lives in Florida says there are signs in the state of Florida that if you want better benefits, move to Allegheny County, New York. Posted in Florida. We're a joke. People around the country are looking at us. And some of those people have moved up here to get that money that you folks are allowing them to get. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. Does anyone else care to make comment at this time? I will say, before we close this public hearing, there is a public hearing to consider the budget itself, regardless of what happens here today. And that is next Thursday, November 20th at 7 p.m. in these chambers. Should this law pass today and the effects of it be applied to the budget through amendment to the tentative, that will be there will be an opportunity for you to address that at that time. So if you have any friends or neighbors that were unable to attend today because of the time or the day of the week, next Thursday at 7 p.m. would be another opportunity for them to speak on the budget as a whole. And that includes the tax rate, the tax levy, and anything else anybody would like to talk about. If there's no one else that wishes to speak on that local law, we will close that public hearing and open a public hearing to address local law intro number 4 of 2025, print number 1, a local law to provide increases in the compensation of certain county officers. Are there any members of the public that wish to address the board at this time? Ma'am?
I don't want to pay for that. I say no. Buckle under like the rest of us have to, especially if we're facing an increase in taxes. You have to tighten your belts. I'm sorry. I guess you all do a great job, but nobody deserves a raise on my back when I'm already suffering. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Does anyone else wish to make a comment at this time? With thanks to the clerk for the reminder, I do want to make note of those members of the public that took the time to provide written testimony regarding the previous local law. Those people include Pamela Adams of Wellsville, Nora Burdick from Wellsville, Joseph Hart from Wellsville, Lori Hennessy from Wellsville, Margaret Horton of Belmont, Amy Hunt of Wellsville, Chad Hunt of Wellsville, Keith Schreibel of Wellsville, Jennifer Schreibel of Wellsville, and Brenda Zabo from Wellsville. Ma'am?
Were any of those letters in support of the local law?
No, not that I have read, ma'am.
I just wondered if there's anybody in this room other than the Board of Legislators that's in support of this law.
Noted, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, if there's no, ma'am?
There was a gentleman passing out a letter also.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, could you, just for the sake of the live stream, could you speak into the microphone, please?
Hi, I'm Carol Brophy from Wellsville.
Hi.
There was a gentleman also, this letter should have been circulated somewhere. So is that noted as well?
Do we know who it?
I don't have a name assigned to it.
I don't have a name either, but just so it's in the
It will be,
record.
it will be noted as
Okay.
board correspondence, so thank you for that. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, if there's no one else, we will close that public hearing with thanks once again for everyone's participation. And move to privilege of the floor. This time, I'd like to ask Mike Middaugh to join me at the front of the room, please. Welcome, sir. Thank you, sir. Mike, I appreciate you doing this today. Mike led us, as you know, on the Pledge of Allegiance today. This is a bit of a dual purpose presentation today. We're privileged to be able to introduce Mike as our new Director of Veteran Services in Allegheny County. Right now, I'd like to talk a little bit about Mike's military service to our country. Again, Mike was in the U.S. Navy. He achieved the rank of Master at Arms Second Class. He enlisted in July of 1991 and discharged in January of 1997. His primary specialty was military police officer and dog handler. Awards and medals received include the National Defense Service Medal, Overseas Service Ribbon ×2, Expert Pistol Ribbon ×3, Letters of Commendation, Navy Achievement Medal, Army Achievement Medal, Rifle Sharpshooter Ribbon, United Nations Medal, First Good Conduct Award. In employment, Mike has served with the New York State Department of Veterans, as a Veterans Benefit Advisor 1. He comes to us from Tioga County, where he served in the same role as Director of the Veteran Services Agency. He also has done work with Challenge Workforce Solutions as Assistant Director of Operations, Shenango County Child Advocacy Center as the Director of that fine group, and with the Crime Victims Assistance Center Incorporated as a Victims Advocate Coordinator. He's married to his wife, Grace, who's also a Navy veteran, has a daughter, Danielle, and a son, Jacob. Son, Tyler, who's active duty United States Marines, serving where now?
He's currently, I believe, in Syria, but he can't exactly tell me.
He can't tell us where he is. He's a proud grandfather to 4 grandsons. We're really excited as a county for the future of veteran services. There are so many opportunities for us to do better in that realm. I've got to do a quick shout out, Mike, to those people with the county, Mallory Short and Bobby Budinger, who have been doing good work with the Dwyer program. I'm sure many of you have seen through social media some of the great programming that they're providing for the veterans in our county. Mike is going to really invigorate this part of county work. We're excited to see what he brings from Tioga County. We know he did great things there. Mike, on behalf of the board and the people of Allegheny County, we want to thank you for your service to our country, but we also want to thank you for stepping up and taking this role with the county, and we can't wait to see what you do.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
You want to sign it?
Hadn't planned to say anything, but I thank you for the opportunity to serve the veterans of Allegheny County, as I did in Tioga County across the state of New York. I'm also looking forward to becoming a new community member. I do have an apartment temporarily until I can find a house so I can move the rest of my family here, but I'm excited about the challenge ahead. I'm excited about the work that we can do with veterans, the things we can do for veterans. There's a lot of money out there and grants and things like that that we're going to go after so that we can better improve what we do for our veterans. Our military members bring our men and women home, help them get reassimilated to civilian life and their families as well, because when a veteran serves, the family serves, and we don't want to forget about them either. And thank you again for the opportunity.
Right here, real quick. Thank you. So Mike, I know we have, through public comment, some landlords in the back of the room. I can't swear what their rent's going to be like. It depends on how things go today, but maybe you got some people back there you can talk to. Mike, on behalf of the Board of Legislators, I want to present you with this certificate and grateful appreciation of your service to our country, as well as this honors pin from Allegheny County. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. There you go. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All rise.
Let's just, stop over there. He's got to put his left hand on the Bible and raise his right hand. Repeat after me. I, Kevin S. LaForge,
I, Kevin S. LaForge,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York.
and that I will faithfully discharge
I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of District 4 Legislator
I will honorably discharge the duties of the office of District 4 County Legislator
in and for the County of Allegheny,
and for the County of Allegheny
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations.
Thank you, Judge.
Guys, can we do some pictures? Some pictures.
For all of you who don't know her, this is my wife Jenny. That's why I take my orders.
Okay, ready? 2, 3, 1. Okay, 1, 2, and 3.
Thank you.
You're very
Thank you, Judge. I appreciate it.
Okay, thank you, Judge Parker, and welcome to the team, Kevin. Okay, this is a portion of our agenda reserved, this is on all of our agendas, reserved for public comment in general. Are there any members of the public that wish to address the board on any subject at this time? Seeing none. Anything on our desk today?
Yes, on your desk is a copy of the revised November 2025 calendar. Contingent on a resolution at the end of the meeting, we anticipate a public hearing on the 2026 tentative budget at 7 PM on the 20th. Actually, in case you didn't have it before, there is a committee of the whole scheduled for 9 AM on November 19th and 10 AM on November 25th. You should have all received a copy of the 2026 tentative budget, along with the proposed resolution making appropriations for the conduct of the county government for fiscal year 2026. Copies of the budget are now posted on our website, and some additional copies are available in my office. We received correspondence from the Allegheny County Industrial Development Agency forwarding a copy of their public hearing resolution and notice of public hearing scheduled for November 10th at 7:15 p.m. regarding the proposed Cuba Business Park LLC project. Pursuant to Article 11 of the New York State Real Property Tax Law, County Treasurer Terry Ross filed a certificate of withdrawal of delinquent tax lien for property in the town of New Hudson in my office on October 28th. Also pursuant to Article 11 of the New York State Real Property Tax Law, County Treasurer Terry Ross filed a certificate of reinstatement of delinquent tax lien for property in the town of Burns in my office on November 4th. County Treasurer Terry Ross filed the list of delinquent taxes, Form TF-25 in my office on November 5th. Senator O'Mara shared a copy of the Senate Republicans' press release and letter to Governor Hochul regarding the child care subsidy crisis. We received a notice of the next Inter-County Association meeting. It's going to be hosted by Steuben County in Arkport on the 21st of November. We received correspondence from the New York State Department of Ag and Markets certifying that the 8-year review plan with modifications for Allegheny County Agricultural District Number 4 has been approved. We received correspondence from James M. Rumfelt, filed with the county clerk on November 10th, confirming that he resigned his position of District 4 legislator effective October 31st, 2025. We received a notice of the next Fire Advisory Board meeting. It's going to be on Thursday, November 20th at 7 p.m. at the Crossroads Building. We received correspondence from Democratic Committee Chair Karen Ash recommending that Hillary Gunning be appointed to fill the vacated seat of James Rumfelt as a legislator through the end of the year. We received correspondence from Republican Committee Chair Kevin Fred Demick recommending that Kevin S. LaForge be appointed to fill the vacated seat of Mr. Rumfelt as a legislator through the end of the year. Chairman Harris already read the citizens that had provided email responses to our public hearing.
Resolutions?
Resolution intro number 40125. Adoption of local law intro number 3, 2025, print number 1. A local law to authorize overriding the property tax levy limit established by General Municipal Law, Section 3C, for the 2026 Allegheny County budget. This resolution is being offered by the Ways and Means Committee and has committee approval.
Motion made by legislator Stockin, second by legislator Fanton. If Mr. Healy is going to be in attendance, I'd like it noted. He was here, but he's gone. Okay. Let's open up discussion for now. Any discussion? Mr. Stockin.
Yes, I just go on record, I will be voting in favor of this as Town of Kennedy supervisor for many years and on the board there. When this first came out, we started passing this law every year. I can't even remember the last time we ever actually used it, but it was always there as the stopgap if something was needed, something drastic happened. And that does happen from time to time. But one of the problems we faced, which is still real here also, every year the union contracts and things like that go up way more than 2%. And yet when a 2% is the cap, you work around. I believed right from the beginning that a small town that did not have a lot of economic development, did not have assessments going up with additional assessment, you're going to run out of your fund balance and you'd have to override it sometime. And it's think that may have to happen in Candia this year for that reason. But the other thing I've always thought is, if this is such a wonderful idea to cap tax at 2%, why those that implemented it never did it for themselves? So, but that's why I'm in favor of this, just to have it there if needed, and I've been pushing for this to be voted every year since I joined the board. Thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion? Mr. Havey.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm going to be supporting this, and I'll tell you why. I don't think any of us have any plans to exceed the 2% cap. What this is, in my opinion, is this is like a kitchen fire extinguisher. You have it on hand in case of disaster, but you really don't expect to use it. And that's how I look at this, and it gives us just the flexibility in case of disaster, and that's why I'll be supporting it. Thank you.
Further discussion? Mr. Demick, may I yield the chair? Can you come up, take the chair for me for comment? Thank you. I've never quite understood why you have to do that, but I do what the lawyers tell me to do, so. I want to thank everybody that came today and provided comment. There's an impression, maybe a false impression, because you folks know what social media is like. You hear from a very small subset of the population of the county, and almost every time it's from a very frustrated segment of the population. The challenges we have in a poor county, I know that was noted many times, with a low population, is that when you're in a poor county, the services necessary to provide to those people that are poor and need those services are exponentially bigger than in wealthier counties. And so when we talk about, and I know you guys are sick of hearing about it, talk about the local share of Medicaid, we consider that to be a regressive tax on the poor. Because when you live in a county that has a higher percentage of people that need Medicaid to get health benefits, and we're required to pay that portion, you're taxing the very people that need the help. And when we talk about what's going on with the federal government and the state government with SNAP and with HEAP and any of these other federal entitlement programs that are being cut, the sad reality is it's poor counties like Allegheny County that need it. It would be, and now this is kitchen table talk, from the Harris household. If government's job isn't to put food on the table of people that need it, or make sure that people are getting the health care that they need, or that public safety isn't at the forefront of our concerns as a legislative body, what are we doing here? Of course, tourism is important, and of course veteran services is important, and of course OFA is important, and of course the DMV is important. But in reality, we have an obligation as a legislative body to our constituents, not just the ones on Facebook, and unfortunately, not just the people in this room today that are frustrated with their taxes, just like we are, but we have an obligation to the people in this county that really need our help. So I echo what Mr. Havey says. I'm going to be voting in favor of this, and I know it's not going to be a popular vote. When we were in caucus today, and apologies to the board, we're not supposed to talk about what's said in caucus, but I'm going to talk about what's said in caucus. The county treasurer has provided us with a tentative budget that is going to fall within the 2% tax cap. That budget's been filed with the clerk of the board. There's copies available for everybody here today. And if you just flip to page 4 or 5 in here, you'll see that we're going to be within the cap with not much work whatsoever. So we as a board could absolutely have gotten to this vote today, all voted no, patted ourselves on the back and said, see, don't we listen to the taxpayers, and stayed within the cap. But in reality, we have an obligation to do what's right, as Mr. Stockin said, and make sure that we're hedging against that nuclear situation that may still yet occur, and vote in favor of this resolution. So that's what I'm going to do today. Again, I want to thank everybody for taking the time today. We don't take what you say lightly. We absolutely hear what you're saying, and generally speaking, we absolutely agree with you. And that's all I've got, and I ask you to yield back. Tag, I'm it. Mr. Bissett.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. While I have an audience, this is a little bit off topic, but it still affects your taxes. And something that'll affect your taxes exponentially, 20 times worse than the 2% will, is the EV mandate for buses that school districts are going to have to deal with starting next year or a year after, unless it's rescinded. Senator O'Mara's expecting a $20 billion cost to all the school districts across the state. What that's going to do to Genesee Valley, Wellsville, everywhere else is just going to be astronomical, because they have to get the buses, they have to have more buses, because the buses will not be able to do what they're supposed to do. They have to put it into infrastructure for all the electric batteries, and the power grid does not support all that. These are things that I hope everybody in this room will contact the governor's office or state representatives, because that means a lot more to everybody in this room than this 2% will. I will be voting no against 2%, but I just want to let you know this 2% is nothing compared to what that's going to be if that's not rescinded. So, thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Ma'am?
Ooh, he ma'amed me. I would also like to thank everyone who came today. I love to see public participation. And I want to thank everyone who reached out to me individually or through email. And I have to say that I am sitting on the fence, even up to this point, which is sort of the nature of me in terms of my vote. I will say that I think what Chairman Harris said has swayed me a little. But I don't take lightly what my constituents say to me at all. And I am representing one of the poorest areas of our county, and I see it all the time, so I totally understand. At the same time, I guess, if I vote no and this nuclear thing happens, I guess I'm going to look for my constituents to say what they're willing to cut. Are we willing to cut that our roads don't get plowed as much? Are we willing? This is the struggle that I have that I never really understood until I became a legislator. Are we willing to cut things like child abuse investigations, which is something that I worked with my entire life? Are we willing to cut, other things that we take for granted? And that is huge to me, is I'm scared. I want to do what my constituents want me to do because I believe that. But I also wonder where these cuts are going to come from. And I know that people think we make a lot of money, but we don't. But I think that there are some scary cuts coming down the line that really worry me, things that aren't mandated but are still very important. So that's kind of why I'm on the fence, and I just want that. I want everybody to see both sides. That's one of the things that I bring to the table, I think these guys will tell you, is that I try to look at both sides of every point before I make a decision. So thank you. Thank you, everyone, for coming today, and thank you for reaching out.
Thank you. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ricky,
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales,
No.
Mr. Stockin,
Yes.
Mr. Barnes,
Aye.
Mr. Passett,
No.
Mrs. Burdick,
Yes.
Mr. Curran,
No.
Mr. Demick,
Yes.
Mr. Fanton,
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett,
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Havey?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. LaForge?
No.
10 ayes, 4 noes, 1 absent.
Resolution is approved.
Resolution intro number 40225, adoption of local law intro 4, 2025, print number 1, a local law to provide increases in the compensation of certain officers. This resolution is being offered by the Ways and Means Committee and has committee approval.
Mr. Stockton makes the motion, second by legislator Fanton. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ricky?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales?
Yes.
Mr. Stockin?
Yes.
Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Bissette?
No.
Mrs. Burdick?
Yes.
Mr. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Demick?
Yes.
Mr. Fanton?
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Havey?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. LaForge?
Yes.
13 ayes, 1 no, 1 absent.
That resolution is approved.
Resolution intro number 40325, amending resolution numbers 1 of 69, 297 of 75, 340 of 22, 441 of 23, and 491 of 24 regarding the reclassification of those deputy titles in grade 3 whose department heads are in grade 5 of the general government classification, and the adoption of the changes to the legal salary chart, including the addition of 2 additional steps to the legal salary chart to the county classification, compensation, and evaluation plan for department heads and non-unit members. This resolution is being offered by the Personnel Committee and has committee approval.
Mr. Ricky?
I move we table this.
Motion to table. Is there a second? Second by legislator Ricketts Swales. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? It's tabled.
Resolution intro number 40425, appointment of 1 member to the Citizens Advisory Council to the Office for the Aging. This resolution is being offered by the Human Services Committee and has committee approval.
Motion made by legislator Burdick, second by legislator Ricketts Swales. Discussion? This resolution can be voice voted. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? And that's carried.
Resolution intro number 40525, reappointment of 3 members to the Allegheny County Land Bank Corporation Board of Directors. This resolution is being offered by the Planning and Economic Development Committee and has committee approval.
Motion made by legislator Hanchett, second by legislator Bissette. Discussion? This resolution can also be voice voted. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? That's carried.
Resolution intro number 40625, approval of sale of 2025 tax sale properties. This resolution is being offered by the Ways and Means Committee and has committee approval.
Mr. Stockin makes the motion, second by legislator Fanton. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ricky?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales?
Yes.
Mr. Stockin?
Yes.
Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Passett?
Yes.
Mrs. Burdick?
Yes.
Mr. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Demick?
Yes.
Mr. Fanton?
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
No.
Mr. Havey?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. LaForge?
I'd like to abstain.
12 ayes, 1 no, 1 absent, 1 abstaining.
Resolution is approved.
Resolution intro number 40725, approval of grant application for Allegheny County Youth Bureau 2526 YDP grant program through the New York State Office of Children and Family Services, ratifying the chairman of the board's signature on said grant application. This resolution is being offered by the Ways and Means Committee and has committee approval.
Motion by legislator Stockin, second by legislator Fanton. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ricky?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales?
Yes.
Mr. Stockin? Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Passat?
Yes.
Mrs. Burdick?
Yes.
Mr. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Demick?
Yes.
Mr. Fanton?
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Havy?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. LaForge? 14 ayes, 1 absent.
That's approved. Would anyone care to make a motion to block resolutions with intro numbers 408 of 25 through 410 of 25? Thank you, legislator Hanchett, second by legislator Ricky. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? That's carried.
Resolution intro number 40825, relevy of returned village taxes. Resolution intro number 40925, relevy of returned school taxes. Resolution 41025, a resolution levying the amount of unpaid sewer and water rents in various town sewer and water districts against the various real properties liable therefor. These resolutions are being offered by the Ways and Means Committee and have committee approval.
Motion by legislator Stockin, second by legislator Fanton. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ricky?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales?
Yes.
Mr. Stockin? Yes. Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Passat?
Yes.
Mrs. Burdick?
Yes.
Mr. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Demick?
Yes.
Mr. Fanton?
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Havy?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. LaForge?
Yes.
14 ayes, 1 absent.
Those resolutions are approved. Would anyone care to make a motion to block resolutions with intro numbers 411 of 25 through 412 of 25? Thank you, Mr. Bissett, seconded by legislator Fanton. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? And that's carried.
Resolution intro number 41125, reappropriation of unspent funds from the 2024 Comprehensive Sewer Study REDC Empire State Grant for an Allegheny County Comprehensive Sewer Study for the Office of Planning. Resolution intro number 41225, reappropriation of unspent funds from the 2024 Appalachian Regional Commission Program Grant through Southern Tier West Regional Planning and Development Board for the Allegheny County-wide Trails Master Plan, project number New York 21761-302-24 for the Office of Planning. These resolutions are being offered by the Planning and Economic Development Committee and have committee approval.
Motion by legislator Hanchett, second by legislator Bissett. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ricky?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales?
Yes.
Mr. Stockin? Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Passat?
Yes.
Mrs. Burdick?
Yes.
Mr. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Demick?
Yes.
Mr. Fanton?
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Havy?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. LaForge?
Yes.
14 ayes, 1 absent.
Those resolutions are approved.
Resolution intro number 41325. Acceptance and appropriation of New York State Department of Health Performance Incentive Initiative funds for the Department of Health. This resolution is being offered by the Human Services and Ways and Means Committees and has both committees' approval.
Legislator Burdick makes the motion, second by legislator Ricketts Swales. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ricky?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales?
Yes.
Mr. Stockin? Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Passat?
Yes.
Mrs. Burdick?
Yes.
Mr. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Demick?
Yes.
Mr. Fanton?
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Havy?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. LaForge?
Yes.
14 ayes, 1 absent.
That resolution is approved. Would anyone care to make a motion to block resolutions with intro numbers 414 of 25 through 415 of 25? Thank you, legislator Hanchett, second by legislator Ricky. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, and that's carried.
Resolution intro number 41425, acceptance of insurance payment from NYMER for storage of 2019 Ford EcoSport. Resolution 41525, acceptance of insurance payment from NYMER for repair of damage to Bolivar Tower. These resolutions are being offered by the Ways and Means Committee and have committee approval.
Motion by legislator Stockin, second by legislator Fanton. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ricky?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales?
Yes.
Mr. Stockin? Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Passat?
Yes.
Mrs. Burdick?
Yes.
Mr. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Demick?
Yes.
Mr. Fanton?
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Havey?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. LaForge?
Yes.
14 ayes, 1 absent.
Those resolutions are approved. Would anyone care to make a motion to block resolutions with intro numbers 416 of 25 and 417 of 25? Thank you, legislator Burdick, seconded by legislator Hanchett. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? And that's carried.
Resolution intro number 41625, approval of amendment to the agreement between the County of Allegheny and the Alzheimer's Disease and Related Disorders Association, Incorporated, doing business as the Alzheimer's Association for the Exhale provision of the Vitalize Western New York project for the Office for the Aging, authorizing the chairman of the board to execute said agreement. Resolution intro number 41725, approval of amendment to the subcontract agreement between the County of Allegheny and the Alzheimer's Disease and Related Disorders Association, Incorporated, doing business as the Alzheimer's Association for the Office of the Aging, authorizing the chairman of the board to execute said agreement. This resolution is being offered by the Human Services Committee and has committee approval.
Legislator Burdick makes the motion, second by legislator Ricketts Swales. Discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ricky?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales?
Yes.
Mr. Stockin? Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Passat?
Yes.
Mrs. Burdick?
Yes.
Mr. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Demick?
Yes.
Mr. Fanton?
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett?
Yes.
Mr. Harris? Mr. Havey?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. LaForge?
Yes.
14 ayes, 1 absent.
Those resolutions are approved. Would anyone care to make a motion to block resolutions with intro numbers 418 of 25 through 425 of 25? Thank you, Mr. Fanton, seconded by legislator Hanchett. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? And that's carried.
Resolution 41825, approval of memorandum of understanding between the County of Allegheny and Allegheny County Community Opportunities and Rural Development Incorporated for coordination of early intervention services for the Department of Health, authorizing the chairman of the board to execute said memorandum of understanding. Resolution intro number 41925, approval of agreement between the County of Allegheny and Lamar for billboard services for the Adolescent Tobacco Use Prevention Act public outreach campaign for the Department of Health, authorizing the chairman of the board to execute said agreement. Resolution intro number 42025, approval of renewal of agreement between the County of Allegheny and the New York State Department of Health for the Early Intervention Administration Grant Contract, period number 5 for the Department of Health, authorizing the chairman of the board to execute said agreement. Resolution intro number 42125, approval of memorandum of understanding between the County of Allegheny and Parent Education Program Incorporated for Healthy Families Allegheny Cattaraugus Program for the Department of Health, authorizing the chairman of the board to execute said memorandum of understanding. Resolution intro number 42225, approval of preschool service provider and evaluation service agreement between the County of Allegheny and Dina Hess for speech-language pathology services for the Department of Health, authorizing the chairman of the board to execute said agreement. Resolution intro number 42325, approval of the statewide participation agreement between the County of Allegheny and the Statewide Health Information Network for New York for electronic data sharing services for the Department of Health, authorizing the chairman of the board to execute said agreement. Resolution intro number 42425, approval of agreement between the County of Allegheny and Vineski and Company for preparation and auditing services for the Department of Health, authorizing the chairman of the board to execute said agreement. Resolution intro number 42525, approval of renewal of agreement between the County of Allegheny and the New York State Department of Health for the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program for Women, Infants, and Children, period number 3 for the Department of Health, ratifying the Public Health Director's signature on said agreement. These resolutions are being offered by the Human Services Committee and have committee approval.
Motion made by legislator Burdick, second by legislator Ricketts Swales. Discussion. Roll call.
Mr. Ricky?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales?
Yeah.
Mr. Stockin?
Yes.
Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Bissette?
Yes.
Mrs. Burdick?
Yes.
Mr. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Demick?
Yes.
Mr. Fanton?
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Havey?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. LaForge?
Yes.
14 ayes, 1 absent.
Those resolutions are approved.
Resolution intro number 42625, setting date of public hearing on the 2026 county tentative budget and providing contents of such notice. This resolution is being offered by the Ways and Means Committee and has committee approval.
Yes.
It was not pre-filed and it will require a 2/3 vote to consider from the floor.
On the 2/3, motion's made by legislator Healy, second by legislator LaForge. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, that's carried. And on the resolution itself, the motion's made by legislator Stockin, second by legislator Fanton. Discussion. This resolution can be voice voted. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, and that's carried. How do you prefer the reading of the audit today?
Collectively and by totals, please.
So moved by legislator Stockin, second by legislator Fanton. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, and that's carried.
General government support, $252,404.77. Education, $339,736.84. Public safety, $224,239.35. Health, $200,705.25. Economic assistance and opportunity, $1,223,256.91. Culture and recreation, $28,928.35. Home and community services, $207,917.62. Our general fund totaled $2,477,189.09. Payroll and taxes totaled $2,743,965.45. Our capital fund totaled $304,371.57. Our other funds totaled $1,069,898.95 for a grand total of $6,595,425.06.
Is there a motion to approve the audit? Thank you, Mr. Bissette, second by legislator Fanton. Discussion? Legislator Burdick.
Yes, I just want the listening public to be aware that the county's share of Medicaid year-to-date is $8,373,333. Thank you.
Thank you. Further discussion? Mr. Stockin.
Yeah, I thought of that earlier, and just my understanding is we're the only state in the union that shares in that cost. All the others, the state pays it. Here, the counties have to contribute. What we could do with $9 million.
It's gotta be over 10.
Further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Ricky?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales?
Yes.
Mr. Stockin? Yes. Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mr. Bissette?
Yes.
Mrs. Burdick?
Yes.
Mr. Curran?
Yes.
Mr. Demick?
Yes.
Mr. Fanton?
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Havey?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. LaForge?
Yes.
14 ayes, 1 absent.
The audit's approved. For the good of the order, I apologize I didn't do it sooner. I want to recognize Bill Muner and Rick Whitney who are joining us today. I want to congratulate you on your victories in the election. We look forward to working with you on the board. Also, for the good of the order, should be provided on your desks updated committee assignments to include our new legislator, Mr. LaForge. Is there anything else for the good of the order today? If you don't have it, you will soon. Oh, it's up here. We'll get it to you. He didn't take any of your seats. If there's nothing else for the good of the order, does anyone care to make a motion to adjourn? Thank you, Mr. Bissett. Second by Legislator Ricky. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, and we're adjourned.